Thanks, Dave. Sniper Elite 3 isn't what you'd call a great game. It's buggy, there are glitches and invisible walls everywhere, and I'd say even parts of it are quite broken. And yet, we can't stop playing it.
Also, a graphic content warning. This game is pretty much a bone-shattering, organ-piercing simulator.
Snipers are needed the wall!
Sniper Elite 3 is actually a prequel set before the second game, so story-wise, think of it as Sniper Elite 1.5. Although you'd be forgiven for not picking that up, because in terms of plot and characters, there isn't a whole lot to soak up.
None of them are comfortable having someone like me around.
Your missions require you to stay hidden, mark your targets, and snipe your way through fairly large maps and get out alive.
Yes, generic white dude with a gun is back, and he's got skulls to crack. It's set in World War II. You're a sniper, and the Nazis have some secret plan that you must stop. But being set in Africa, the game has a different feel to the last two. It feels more open.
But I do miss those abandoned buildings from the last game. You're thrown in a zone, given a mission, and how you complete it is mostly up to you.
I really like that kind of freedom, but the maps do feel a bit restrictive at times, with some invisible walls and ledges that you just can't quite get through.
Yeah, I mean, a sniper really needs to be able to go anywhere, but there's level-designed brick walls all over the place. But this is a very different type of shooter, which is part of the appeal. You're so vulnerable as a sniper that there is no urge to run and gun. The sniping mechanics are interesting too. One new mechanic is relocation. If you shoot once, you can remain stealthy as long as you relocate a certain distance to a new area. Shoot twice and your cover is blown. It's way more fun than just hiding behind a wall for 30 seconds waiting for some unseen stealth timer to count down.
Yeah, I like how it keeps you moving so it just doesn't turn into a shooting gallery.
The whole game is pretty much a shoot and scoot. Enemies react more to sound than anything else, which often feels unfair, especially if you're sneaking about in the dark.
Yeah, there were times where I was absolutely sure no enemy had a line of sight to me, but the moment I stood up, busted custard.
Ich habe ihn im Visier!
And that does make the map slow going, but I was enjoying the gameplay so much, I didn't really mind.
I did. I think if you're going to put stealth in your game, then those mechanics need to be really clear and well defined.
I think the broken parts of this game add a layer of unpredictability to it. Like the AI, for example, and I think the best way to describe them is a bit wacky.
Da ist er!
They do have some nice animations, especially when they spot you and suddenly reload, making your initial aiming very difficult. But you can't trust them. One minute they seem to be blind and confused, the next, they're unstoppable Terminators.
Yeah, look, I think despite how unfair this game can feel at times, it's those moments where you get spotted that it really shines. This is a game that rewards you for being a cautious sniper, and that's what it should be doing.
I liked all of the gadgets, throwing rocks to distract enemies, putting down flint and fire to lure them into a trap, all the landmines. I wish there were a few more types of gadgets though, and maybe a few more opportunities to really set up a good ambush and truly make use of them.
I think my favourite moments were when you got to hide the noise of your shots. Like something in the environment that's making enough noise to cover them.
That's loud enough to cover my rifle fire.
The heartbeat monitor returns, and this is a fantastic mechanic because it means you have to calm down before you can have a steady, focused shot. And that idea just really plays to that sniper role. The hallmark of this game, though, is the slow motion kills, and they pull no punches.
It's intense, isn't it? Especially when jaws and skulls shatter.
Yes, and every now and then you see just a hint of testicles. I haven't quite got a testicle shot yet, Hex, but not for lack of trying.
Well, it's good to have goals, I guess. You can quickly skip these slow-mo kills if you want to, and surprisingly the game is only rated MA15+. Without trying to sound sadistic, the gore certainly adds something unique to the game, doesn't it?
Yeah, I think so. It adds a weight to the deaths of some sort. The X-ray mechanic reminds me a lot of Mortal Kombat, but Mortal Kombat tends to revel in the gore a bit more. And I don't know, do you think this glorifies the gore?
I think the difference with this is it's a more surgical approach to that gore. It's anatomical. It's showing you how, with one bullet, you were able to take this enemy out because you are a sniper after all.
Plus, it's a constant reminder that inside each of us there is a spooky skeleton.
True. You can also play through the campaign in co-op, which is a very welcome feature.
Okay, aim on the one on the far left. I mean the far right. 3, 2.
It's much harder because if your teammate goes down, it's game over.
Ow, ow. Ow, nope.
And it's more complicated than just lining up two enemies and firing in sync.
Taking a searchlight gun.
That'll just create too much noise, so there's some real strategy to it.
Yeah, I quite like sneaking around with a silenced pistol while your co-op buddy covers you from afar. That was quite fun.
That one's pretty good.
Team Deathmatch is a tense and unique experience, but most of the time it's this. But when there is a flicker of movement, your heart will pound as you try to take the enemy out without giving yourself away.
I like it when you and your enemy have spotted each other and you're both in this long-range epic duel.
I found someone who's not you. Oh! Oh, damn!
This really is about making that one shot count, isn't it?
Yeah, absolutely.
It's you. It is. Come on. No, no! Oh, God damn it.
I also really enjoyed a mode called No Cross, which puts up a barrier between teams and forces everyone to just snipe. We played this on PC, and at the time of review there weren't many people playing online on the local servers, so that was a bit of an issue. Overall though, I had a pretty good time with this, warts and all. I think they're really onto something with the idea of this game. I just wish there was a higher budget version of it.
Yeah, I think there are some compelling mechanics and ideas, but it's all just a bit too rough for me to recommend it at all, really. Especially the console version, which is criminally overpriced for what it is. I'm giving it 5.
I think it's worth a 6.
No.
Again!
And the teabag. Oh! That teabag cost me my life.